touch my heart. You're my silver. Oh, baby, it's so sweet when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips.
Drums, y'all. So let's party. Last chance, y'all. Come on. Going back home, feet not into the land of the beautiful queen. Going back home to my baby. I'm going back to New Orleans. Sing her name up on Ray Cousin and my mowing paw. Wanna plant my foot on Rampart Street, be there for the Mardi Gras. Kelly on the sax. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. Now you're singing with the swing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing. And now you're singing with the swing. Let's hear Mr. Sammy K.
Plain gold ring on his finger he wore. It was where everyone could see. He belonged to someone, but not me. On his head was a plain gold ring. Ooh, yeah.
just a little bit older, so slow that we're bound to fall over. Did the heart grow a little bit harder? Too much, too late, too far, too gone. But wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? You can trick, flick a switch, negative, break the circuit between us. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers. From here there is nothing but horizons. Near dawn I'm searching for the sunrise. Remember when you put the stars into my eyes? Wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, baby? Wasn't it kind of wonderful, wonderful? Oh, you can trick, flick a switch, negative, break the circuit between us. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers. Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse, turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers Electricity lingers in our fingers. You can burn every fuse and refuse. Turn your positive minus. Electricity lingers in our fingers.
I don't buy sugar. You just have to touch my cup. You're my silver. Oh, baby, it's so sweet when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips. 'Cause your confection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose, yeah.
And you're live. Play us a little.
That really comes from the impressionist music.
Oh, yeah.
From Debussy.
I can totally hear that. Yeah, it's so many different sounds in one. Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna explore that.
Miles, you want to riff on that open?
We're live right now.
Yeah, you're live. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What do you want to start with, Arturo? Yeah.
How about it, everybody?
Yeah.
How about it? Good morning, and thank you, Miles Jensen. We are with a very special guest today. Not only is he the 10-time Grammy winner, but he's also the 2013 Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, 2016 honorary doctorate recipient from the Fine Arts in University of Notre Dame, 10-time Grammy winner, as we mentioned, Emmy Award recipient. The list goes on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to all welcome and make some noise, whether you are in the Discord, on YouTube, or watching this afterwards. Make some noise for Arturo Sandoval. Hey.
Yeah.
Buenos dias. Good morning, Arturo. How are you today?
Yes, to be honest, I don't used to play in the morning very often.
Yeah.
I prefer late afternoon or evening time. But it's okay.
Right.
Man, I'm so happy to be playing with Miles because, man, we just met. And that's the most beautiful thing in the jazz language, When you speak the language, doesn't matter. You can sit down and play with a lot of freedom and use all the things that we have been learning for so many years, and we communicate right away. That's magic about that style of music, That
Absolutely.
doesn't happen in the other style. I don't believe it. When you speak the language, man, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
We communicate
Exactly.
so easy, man, smooth and relaxed, and very organic. Organically.
Exactly. It's like when people ask what language you
to
speak.
improve my vocabulary. My English. My English is fine. That's the only one I have, man. I'm sorry.
It's
But
wonderful.
when I came to the US, I was 40 years old. I barely could say a few words in English. And then we decided, my wife and me and my son, we decided to live in Miami, Florida. And that doesn't help at all because I can tell you, there, even the gringos, you talk to them in English and they reply to you in Spanish because they notice right away that you were struggling, to say something. and they always say, hey, don't suffer, man. We appreciate your effort, but I speak Spanish too. You know, talk to me in Spanish better. And then we really lost those 20 years in Miami trying to learn English, and then we moved to LA, and we find here probably majority of Mexican. And then it's no way to win for us, you know. We're still struggling with the English. But anyway,
Yeah.
music is we're very lucky and blessed because the music is the only international language. I heard about many years ago they was experimenting or trying with Esperanto, something like that. But I don't think that thing go any further, any good, you know. No. I didn't hear about that in 50 years, you know. But music is the only one, man. We can communicate. You don't have to speak any language. Just shut your mouth, open your ear, and if something is pretty on the stage, open your eyes. Otherwise, you see a bunch of ugly people, close your eyes, close your mouth, open your ear, and have fun.
That's right. That's right. Well, Arturo, we're celebrating because we got a couple of weeks ago, we started auctioning over at the MetaJAX Silver NFTs for the Arturo's your new album, Rhythm and Soul, which if anybody's listening and you want to pick up at some of this, if you are into NFTs already, you can join and check out WhaleStreet.xyz and check it out now. But you know what? It's so exciting to have our ground team live from your home studio in Southern California today, Arturo. Thank you so much for bringing us all into your home today and
My
giving
pleasure.
us this lovely performance.
My pleasure. Yeah, and I really trying hard to learn a little bit about NFT and Bitcoin, all those things. You know, for the old people, it's a kind of difficult to really understand what's going on with all those things. I have no idea, but I think Tim is gonna help me to figure it out. As soon as I see the first check, I'm gonna fall in love, you know. As soon,
There it is.
so far I didn't see any so far I didn't see
much love in this room right now.
you know what? So far I didn't see a penny yet.
So, Arturo, funny
Checks in the mail.
you mentioned that because Sandy Meows, she came packing something for you today.
Mm-hmm.
What it is?
We got to get a little surprise for you,
Here
good sir.
it comes.
Please. What is that?
About to learn about this crypto stuff right now, I
He's about to
think.
learn right now. Arturo.
Shrimp? I love shrimp. But how many shrimp can I eat?
So this is 260,000 shrimp.
What's that? Explain to me.
Close to 10,000 USD dollars that MetaJAX, who's a team, everybody else wants to present to you. So, you know, there's more than a penny. So,
Excuse me. You mean that I could cash that?
yes.
God bless your heart, man. Now,
Free shipment.
hey,
You're just getting started. This is only 2 weeks.
listen. I'm gonna be eating shrimp for the rest of my life.
That's a lot of shrimp cocktails.
I love shrimp more than ever now. Shrimp. But
How about it, everybody?
what a shrimp means?
So this is a MetaMask wallet, and we're providing you with your very first crypto wallet. And this is in the Ethereum network, and this is the shrimp lives in the Matic network. So shrimp is part of WhaleStreet, and WhaleStreet has their own token called shrimp, and this is shrimp.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. After being more than 18 months without playing a gig because of that, you know, then pandemic or whatever. Those shrimp are very welcome in this house.
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because that combination of, because the bill still coming, doesn't matter, pandemic or not pandemic, the bill arrives almost every day. But when that combination with a lot of bills without checks, Uh-oh, that doesn't work well. But
Right.
and thank you so much. This is MetaJAX. Like, present that to me.
Yes.
Long live MetaJAX. I love it, MetaJAX. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it
So
right.
there it is.
Yes.
We got
all hooked up, Arturo. So
Oh.
you'll be on your phone, ready to go.
Oh man, you know what? No, I'm serious now. Very serious. Beside the economic problem or whatever, and beside that, it was terrible for a musician in general because probably we were the most affected during that thing because some people could keep working or whatever, but for us, theater, concert hall, jazz club, festival, all the thing was locked down, and then we have no place to go, no place to play, and that was terrible. That was very bad. Thanks God, I used that time doing something a kind of productive because I share with the people for free around 500 videos. Mostly of them were new tune that I was written, I was writing during that time, but also I cover a bunch of standards and things and well-known pieces that I never have a chance to record it before or play it before I learn it, and then I recorded it. I made a video, very primitive way. I use the a cappella app, which is very restricted, in terms of you cannot punch in, you cannot fix anything, you cannot tune anything. For example, when I was doing something singing, nowadays for a bunch of years, when you track vocal, you have the possibility to melodyne or auto-tune. But when you're using that app, you don't have all those things at all. You have to nail the note. Otherwise, everybody going to notice right away that you're out of tune, and it's very limited in that matter because you cannot fix anything. If you make a mistake, you have to stop, rewind, and start from the beginning again. And that was, oh my goodness, that was such a challenging, because you knew that you have to do it right at once. Otherwise, you're going to be a disaster. Okay, and now can we play another tune or we leave it for the end?
No.
Yeah, let's.
And then these guys, and Marco and EZ, they want to talk a little bit.
Okay.
In fact, let's do that. Hey, Marco, let's go ahead. Let's have
Yeah.
Marco, let me hear your voice, man.
I got you. I'm right here, good sir. How are you? This is really wonderful to see because I want everybody who's watching today to know what's happening here. So we've presented Arturo with a representation, a photographic representation of his actual digital wallet. And in that, if you don't know, just in 2 weeks of having his album out, we now have approximately the value of about $10,000 in American money, which is the total of shrimp that we have in there. This is shrimp. If you want to check that out, make sure to go to WhaleStreet.xyz so you can see what's happening here. But what's beautiful about this is that everybody who's holding the Rhythm and Soul NFTs not only get to hear your music before anyone else, but they also get to form a community of owners and fans and believers in Rhythm and Soul. People who are going to be sharing this music with you throughout the coming weeks, months, and years. And then when the album is released nationally in the spring, as you support the live touring and the community, NFTs holders are going to be with you all the way. Everyone who's here with you supporting, who has made this possible here, are all going to be behind you, Arturo, backing you up. And that's the beauty of this. This is the beauty of what the NFTs are doing for the jazz community. I know that a lot of it seems to have been just a lot of talk right now, but here we're showing you that there is a community behind there. And we hope that as you go, maybe even on Tuesday when you perform at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, maybe you could even share with the people the beauty of what's happening right now, because that is a massive audience right there that we could start to get also to support you with this NFT album and beyond. And it'll go further than the ticket sales you're going to be making at the Disney Concert Hall. So that's the beauty of this. It's just going to continue growing and growing and growing.
You really did your homework. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.
The
Sure
good
thing.
news is the good news. I checked it yesterday, the website of the Disney Hall, and it's completely sold out. This
Bravo.
Wow, great.
it's a big hall. It's a beautiful hall, by the way. The acoustic there, man, and the decoration. I mean, the design and the layout. And I'm very pleased and proud to be a good friend of the architect. You know, the guy who designed the whole thing, Mr. Frank. Gehry. He's a dear friend. Actually, he came to this house a couple of times, and we got a video of him. We both sitting on the piano. He was pretending that he was playing, but he wasn't playing. He was pretending, you know. But it's you know, he's 92 years old, but he's still extremely active. He's still working hard. It's a role model, you know. It's a good example for all us. The night we met, that was probably like a couple of years ago, and he told me a couple of things that I'm going to share with you, with that those things still ringing in my brain every day. We were talking about different things or whatever. He said, Arturo, I'm 92 years old, and I'm going to tell you, my age is normal that I forgot a lot of things, you know. But what I never forgot is to get up in the morning and go to the office to work. Say, this man is something.
Mm.
And then it was a party in a mutual friend. He said, Doctor Gray, doctor, and then later on, I was in my phone checking his Wikipedia. You know, all the Frank Gehry work, the massive work he has been doing for so many years all over the world. Great buildings and beautiful places, beautiful. Okay, I was watching that, and then he was walking. He was standing behind me for a moment and saw me watching his things, and he said, "That's the second thing he told me the first night that impressed me a lot." He said, "Oh, please, no, don't pay attention to those things. I don't care about that. That history, man. No. The only thing I really appreciate or concern about or concentrate on is the things that are working on it now." I say, man, this, no wonder this guy is a genius, you know, because when you got that kind of mentality, especially at that age, that's, you know, I'm 20 years younger than him. And sometimes I'm thinking about to retire or thing and complain or whatever. I say, after we met, he changed my philosophy of life. I say, man, if that guy at 92 thinking this way, I'm too young to think differently, you know. And excuse me, what's the name of your friend in the right side of the screen?
Say hello. This is Easy. Easy in crypto. Say hello to Easy.
Easy Japanese. Hey, let me hear your voice, man.
Wonderful. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Wonderful to be here with you.
clear your pipe.
Yeah, I think I got it mostly cleared. It seems like a family of frogs must have jumped in. I was lucky enough to be at Birdland when you played in New York, and you just reached right into the depths of my heart. It was the most phenomenal jazz experience I've had, and I've been to a lot of jazz shows. So I just want to thank you.
You really
And I
mean
think
that? You really mean that?
I truly mean that. And it's
good.
so wonderful to have you in our community and to be able to, you know, now collect your music on WhaleStreet and be able to do all these fun crypto, you know, experiments. And it's a wonderful way for us to get together to support you. You're giving us this wonderful music and experience. And so I'm just very happy to be here with you and wanted to thank you for what you're doing. I think,
Thank you, Easy. Thank you. You know what?
like,
I before this Rhythm and Soul, I have like a 46 album. Rhythm and Soul is the number 47, and please, if you don't have those 47, at least get 2 or 3. You know,
I definitely will.
we'll appreciate that very much.
And I think you made some great points today talking about, you know, the communication with music is, I think it's the most kind of pure level of communication because you can feel each other. I'm a musician as well. I've played, you know, saxophone and singing and some hand drums and different things. And when you have that connection with someone musically, it's a very deep connection, and it can happen like that. You start playing and all of a sudden you just go into this kind of new field of being.
No pain, no gain. Yeah, man. Tim, do you have another question or something you want to jump in?
Oh, I'm just loving this, Arturo. This is what it's all about. You've got a community around you. They're watching you from all over the world right now.
Can you explain to the people, also to me, what is your plan with the thing? And in very soon, they said in 2 weeks they're going to be released.
No, we've been doing this for 2 weeks.
Doing already for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, that's where the money
But
comes from.
only
There's shrimp.
in that kind of money or whatever.
So in the last 2 weeks, all that shrimp has come in. Buying NFTs so that because people wanted to listen to some of your songs. So right now on WhaleStreet, they're able to go to WhaleStreet, buy a silver NFT, it's called. And with that silver NFT, they get to listen to your music as we drop them one at a time.
Oh, that's great.
So they've been able to hear so far CRUSHENDO,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and they've been able to hear just this weekend coming up, Kumba.
Whoa, yeah.
And then
Tony Guerrero tune.
That's
Beautiful.
and we
beautiful tune.
and we started with Soca Beat.
Wow.
And so every week there's going to be a new song dropping, and if they have a silver NFT, they can listen to the music.
Otherwise, they cannot.
Not yet,
Not yet.
because
For
they
how long?
are your partners now. If we hold those of us who hold NFTs from Rhythm and Soul are your partners in this project.
God bless their heart.
And that means that you know, because this MetaJAX is not your normal record label. What we're doing is we're giving ownership to your fans. So you and your fans.
For how long that gonna last?
They replace MetaJAX as your partner over time.
No, but I mean, when you gonna release that for everybody?
Yeah, April.
In April.
We're just getting
We're
started.
just getting started right now. We're finding our owners right now.
But my preoccupation there is after April,
Mhm.
those people who owns those things to the MetaJAX or crypto, whatever,
Yep. If there's any left, they can still get them.
they're still, they don't have the same kind of privilege already.
Correct. Right now is the time to get privilege. Right now, you become an owner with you, Arturo. They're your partners. We're together with you in this one giant family, a community who's going to be behind this project all the way through.
I'm gonna
Yep.
to something to that, which I really mean from the bottom of my heart. I've been very worried and sad for 32 years that I'm living in this country that I love with all my heart, which is the following. And when you are in Europe or even in Japan or in Indonesia, whatever, on a Saturday night, prime time on the big network television, you could watch a couple of hours of any of those great jazz festivals around the world. But I live in the US for 32 years. I never saw 1 minute in any network of jazz music. For me, that is a crime because around the world, jazz music is probably the most respected and admired genre of music created in the US. We cannot take that for granted. We have to protect that. We have to promote it. We have to embrace that legacy, so important legacy for the cultural contribution of the US to the world of music and art. And we have to really get conscious of that in the US, man. We have to embrace and promote and defend and protect jazz music. That's what I really feel, you know. And I really appreciate what MetaJAX is doing and all this effort to really share this kind of music that we love so much with everybody, you know. And the people who became partner, they are our brothers and sisters, and we really need their help so much because it's a, one more time. I'm sorry to be repetitive, but it's such a important things to defend that style of music that need protection, need to really pass that information to the younger people that they are so confused nowadays about what is or what is not good music. And somebody have to explain them and gave them the possibility to hear this kind of music and appreciate that, and later on decide, you know, what they want to listen or not. But some people believe that, you know, those funny songs nowadays that have a little bit of rhythm, but it's no melodies, it's no harmony, and the lyrics are horrible. I'm very concerned about that because the younger that I saw people, you know, the other day I was in the car with my granddaughter, for example, and she put a Spotify, whatever. She started to play the music that she listened to, and I heard a bunch of extremely dirty profanity, you know, and words, and I say, hey, stop that! Don't play that in my car in front of me. No way. How you listen to that? Are you crazy? No way. No. This is what everybody listen. I don't care if everybody listen to that, but that's wrong because they like offended women and things like that, and the lyrics are so horrible, and the melodies and harmony. Music have three big or four big ingredients: melody, harmony, rhythm, and in the case of have lyrics, the lyrics. But instrumental music is 33% each: melody, harmony, and rhythm. If you're using a little bit of rhythm and you have no harmony or no melody, you're dealing with the 33% of the total of the music, and that's horrible. It's horrible that, and we need all the help of the radio, television, and media in general to promote all kind of music. It's a crime that a young people, for example, have no idea who was Mozart or Chopin or Sergei Rachmaninoff or Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Dizzy Gillespie. Man, give me a break. If you are American, if you have no idea who was Duke Ellington or Count Basie or John Coltrane or Dizzy Gillespie, my goodness, you have a big hole in your information. Big hole.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Music should be uplifting. It should nurture our spirit. So I agree with you about a lot of the popular music that's out there. But this, sorry again, this experience that we are able to share and bringing this into the metaverse and cryptocurrency, I think will give a lot more of the younger people access and a reason to come join us and build this family bigger and stronger so that we can support each other, other jazz musicians, and shine some light on this incredible history of our culture in this country, jazz music.
That, you know, is our mission to teach them and share with the young people, you know, all those kind of things, you know, to enrich their cultural knowledge, you know.
It's like, if for those of us who were at Birdland with you last month at NFT NYC, I mean, it takes no explanation to be in that room and to experience what happened, what took place. It was all music, but it was you and these players literally having just great conversations with your instruments, with one another. And you realize, wow, when you have exceptional musicians together having a conversation with their instrument, there's nothing like it. I mean, it was profound. There were people that, well, I saw one woman who actually, when you sang "Smile" and you looked right at her, she started crying. You know, emotions are stirred up.
You know what was very interesting that evening there? It was a couple of young girls in the audience.
We're going to bring that out as an NFT.
I'm gonna tell you, that was beautiful experience, and that really let us keep the hope alive. That that some people really are conscious of that, and they really want to learn, and they want to keep that tradition alive. And they both of them were trumpet players, and I invited them to the stage to play a couple of tunes with us. That was a beautiful experience, because they were very talented and they really know very well the language of jazz. And that gave me a lot of pleasure and satisfaction, to see young people really knowing and appreciate that kind of music that we love so much. And it's a lot of kids around the world that really are good players, and they're very deep into the jazz music, into the classical music as well, all those kind of things. But we need more, and we need a support of the media in general. It's important that the radio programmer and the television take conscious of that and really promote that.
All they need to do is come out and experience you and what your band does, and they'll be on fire. I promise you. That happened at Birdland. There was media that came out to that, and they literally, one of them had like a life transformation from that experience. We need more of that. We just need to get them out with you, with us. And I'm going to invite you right now, Arturo, next July 7 through 10, we're going to have the Crypto Jazz Festival.
Where?
We're going to have it down in partnership with the Barclay Theater down in Irvine, and it's going to be at our club and at the Barclay, that Performing Arts Center there. And we want you to come out and bring the band and do, if you're available, Sunday night would be fantastic to close that out.
That means we will have a gig.
Yeah, that's a great gig. Are you kidding? What we're doing though, that whole weekend is going to be all crypto jazz, but it's going to be the best players in the world finishing out with you, my friend.
Oh my!
If you're available and up for it, that's what we're going to do.
Of course.
And
we are really.
That's right.
We are really available.
Yeah, yes, well, it's going to be
100%.
And we'll be in the middle of Rhythm and Soul. We'll be out to the world. It will be all about that.
You know what?
Point,
you know what I would love to do? Invite Miles there.
Sure.
And got a fight with my guitar player.
Oh yeah.
Sunday.
I want you to put your glove. I want you both put a glove on and fight.
All right, we'll do it for you, Arturo.
We have fight with no mercy.
No.
Battle of the guitars.
Yeah. Hey, Sandy, what do you have any thoughts for Arturo? Sandy is the co-founder and CEO of TokenSmart, which has been a community of really the NFT OGs that have supported us and what we've been doing really since last March.
And she presented that to me.
Yes.
And I'm in love with her already.
Well,
I love her and shrimp.
Inviting us into your home, and this is such a treat to just be next to legends, and by that I mean everybody that is in here, so thank you. And just hearing you speak about cultivating culture, and then the popular music right now, that's something so important to me. Words,
scary.
Words, it has to be, you need to be consuming the right things, mentally to what you listen as
Absolutely.
well and what you
We're
see.
animal of consumption, whatever you consume, and sometimes you get confused and you believe it's good, and they selling you crap, and they say, wow, crap tastes good. No, I prefer shrimp.
Yes.
And that's, if I may
Marco,
say, that's the beauty of what's happening here. Sorry, producer Tim, what is that again?
Oh, hey, why don't you close us out and we'll finish out with the song?
Sure. And Arturo, I just want to say that's the beauty of what's happening here, is that we do have a community that is not limited by borders. There's not limited by television media. It's not limited by radio. This is something that's going to be reaching even further than much of that. And as you can see, everyone and their grandma is starting to get into NFTs, like even Nike and Adidas and all the big channels are starting to do it. This is only the beginning, and here we are. Once people discover that this is starting to turn into that there is a jazz community that is going to be supporting exceptional jazz, especially like your album here. It's one of the first ones we're doing here. We have rhythm and soul, which I think soul is that other ingredient that also is a part of music as well that we got to throw in there. But also the beauty again is that this is already reaching a lot of people that maybe only are exposed to other types of music. So it's surprising them, and it's giving them some more flavor into their life that is going to help this grow even better. As you've seen what we've done in only 2 weeks, imagine what can happen between now and April. By the time the album releases. So I personally am very hopeful, and I think that this is going to be wonderful. I
would like to add something to what you're saying. I strongly believe that God is watching everything. Sometimes some people believe he get entertained because he got so many things to take care about.
Mm-hmm.
But no, God is watching everything. And whoever like you doing what you're doing to protect, promote, and help to spread this beautiful art form, which is, for me, in my book, jazz music is the most profound and important cultural contribution of the U.S. to the world. Some people believe it's a rock and roll or a rap or reggaeton or whatever. Excuse me. In my book, jazz is the #1 contribution, and we really must be proud of it. We must be proud. And whatever you're doing to help to spread that and to share that with everybody through your company or your media or whatever, is highly appreciated, and God is watching, and somehow God gonna reward you all for doing this. Okay, and now we're gonna play, one of the basic things, because the jazz started probably in the beginning of the last century. I'm talking about 1910, 1915, around that time. But also the blues, still one of the basic things when people ask me about the jazz, how to learn jazz, I said the first thing you should do is learn the blues changes. Learn to play the blues in all those kind of variation or whatever, and because it's one of the basic things, to learn the process of the chord and the progression of those 12 bar. They're endless in terms of variation and experiment and creation. You know what I mean? But this is one of the most important things to learn in the very beginning, to learn how to improvise. And this is exactly what we're going to do now. If you don't mind, we're going to do a blues, which is, we don't have any head, anything. You're going to play blue changes and improvise.
to touch my heart. You're my silver. Oh, baby, it's the way to when you start. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips.
POAP for being here at this very special thing today. In case you don't know, a POAP is your proof of attendance protocol, and by having one of these, it proves that you were here today as this happened. And it also will be, by holding this POAP NFT in your crypto wallet, you'll also be rewarded the MetaJAX Silver NFT from our Crescendo Season 1 album dropping in January. So I also want to remind you and invite you to join us here on our regular Thursday night MetaJAX live stream broadcast this Thursday, featuring a tribute to Charlie Brown Christmas and the music of Vince Guardali by Adam Bravo and the Duck Soup Trio. And if you happen to be in Los Angeles, I hear it's sold out already, but Tuesday at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, Arturo, we wish you a wonderful concert as you go there and have your swinging big band holiday concert. But thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations. This is only 2 weeks, Arturo. This is going to be even better as we keep going. We're going to keep working on it and helping spread the word of jazz, the gospel of jazz, and making sure that people know that this is alive and that there is a community out there that loves it and that it is worth holding on to and cherishing and preserving for the rest of our lives.
God bless, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Get your collar pressed. Time to get yourself all dressed. Time to get your shiny dance shoes on, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's. All the kids are coming down just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's. Here's a little well-known secret, sure as there's the sky above. Nothing could be any sweeter than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends, 'cause everybody's jumping at Jack's.